People live in a world with full of problems and issues. Social issues, political issues, and economic issues are very timely and relevant nowadays. The questions of many people is where's the love and peace in this world? When the pandemic shut down schools, I became highly concerned with the consequences of it. My advocacy is committed to improving indigenous people's educational inclusion. Inclusive education in simplest sense means that in education, no one should be left behind. This is because education should not be a mere privilege enjoyed by some, but rather a right that should be enjoyed by everyone, regardless of age, gender, religion, ethnicity, or social and financial classification. Today, I believe that it's my moral responsibility to fight for their rights with love, empathy, tolerance in education. Today, I stand with all these women behind me, sending a message of hope. I am here to remind you that this is also your responsibility. This is our responsibility for today, tomorrow, and for the generations to come. Time and again, we have proven that there's no unsurmountable difficulty that we cannot conquer as we remain steadfast in our aspiration for a better nation. No disasters such as typhoons, even pandemic will halt us in pursuing our mission to uplift the lives of every Filipino learner through quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating basic education. Education is the key that will allow many other sustainable development goals to be achieved. When people are able to get quality education, they can break the cycle of poverty. People around the world face violence and inequality, and sometimes torture, even an execution because of who they love, how they look, or who they are. Sexual orientation and gender identity are integral aspects of ourselves and should never lead to discrimination or abuse. Education, therefore, helps to reduce inequalities and to reach gender equality. Equal access to good quality education requires addressing wide-ranging and persistent inequalities in society and should include a stronger focus on how different forms of inequality intersect to produce outcomes for marginalized and vulnerable groups. The question is, what we can do to improve education in the world? Obviously, it begins with empowering every child to understand the importance of education. When Nelson Mandela said that education is the powerful weapon we can use to face the future. So first, let's educate our parents that education is important, and then we shall have all children on board to achieve their dreams. I personally believe we need to find more importance in teaching our young generations how to think critically and form their own opinions instead of only teaching them obedience and how to take tests and fill in bubbles. I have always dreamed of becoming a teacher. At first, I only wanted to stay in front of class and ask them to read. But as I am mature, I see now the true role of becoming a teacher. Teachers are catalysts of change and the molders of minds. With this in mind, I pursued my course in education and to prepare my students for the world ahead of time. Being a teacher is really a difficult job, but it is really the noblest job or profession there is for their build the next generation. As a future educator, someday I want to impart to my students that education is a powerful tool that we can use to eradicate different problems and issues around the world. I believe that education is the key to success. As a member of LGBT community, I am more than ready to be a voice in raising an awareness. Together, we can make collective change. Every voice has an impact. We can improve indigenous people's educational inclusion by raising our voices as one. Gender will never be a question in raising an awareness. As long as you're willing to serve your community and its people, I think and I believe that you are more than to serve your country. Once again, ang minamahal kong Pilipinas.